Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Peace, Love, Faith, and Divine Union. I'm so excited to be doing a video today because it has been a minute. January was crazy. Had to travel to Texas for a funeral service. It was a beautiful time with family. Got to go with my twin flame and just a lot going on. And so I'm feeling really just excited to be back into my creative flow. And today's video and topic is going to be on not to give up, knowing that it's Valentine's Day. As I record, it's tomorrow. And I was thinking about where I was a few years ago regarding my twin flame journey and wanted to share with you what happens when you don't give up, you persevere, and things start to really unfold. And you never know, you may be living in your home with your twin flame just a few short years later. So for those who are joining me again, thank you for coming back. It's so good to be back. I am Kanisha, and I am a twin flame certified Ascension coach. I've been coaching for going on 4 or 5 years now. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Peace, Love, Faith, and Divine Union. And I'm going to share with you many things on this channel regarding mindset, limiting beliefs, and absolutely going over the concept of twin flames. I do live with my twin flame, so I do know what I'm talking about. I have healed separation consciousness from my twin flame. And we both have come to the awareness and understanding that we are twin flames. So let's go ahead. And I wanted to share a personal story with you guys regarding where I was. Gosh, this had to have been 3 years ago, maybe 4, regarding me and my twin flame. And at this time, if someone would have told me then, after this situation happened, and don't worry, I'm going to get into it, and he knows I'm going to share the story. If someone would have told me, like, you're going to live with your twin flame, you're going to be in a committed relationship, you're going to, like, be going towards marriage and children and, like, growing your family with this person, I would have been like, you're sniffing too much glue and you know nothing, okay? So yeah, a few years ago on Valentine's Day, I had a guided message or like intuition from God to leave a Valentine's Day gift and poem for my twin flame on Valentine's Day. And that felt really peaceful to me. I was like, okay, like, yeah, I'll totally do this. I will move forward with this guidance that I'm getting. I apologize. My twin flame's back there making noise. I don't know what he's doing. Probably doing something with the dishes. Bless his soul. So, I swear every time I do my inner work or I coach or I start making videos, like he'll gravitate from the bedroom into the living room closer to my office. It's just how it works. So, anyway, so I go and I deliver this like gift and this poem, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before on my channel if you go back to like my way back videos, but it felt relevant to share with you guys now. So I leave it. I'm feeling at peace. I'm feeling confident about what I wrote in the poem because it was divinely guided from God, right? And I wait for him to respond and to like say something about this gift, and nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. I spent the whole night so just upset and stressed out. Like, did he get it? Am I crazy? Like, what? Why hasn't he said anything? And so I feel really angry with God because I feel like I was divinely guided to do this, and then I'm upset because I feel like ghosted and rejected and not enough, and like I'm like, I don't know, I just felt like all of these negative feelings, and like, this is never going to come together, this is never going to be a thing, I'm stupid, I'm delusional for thinking that it was even a good idea to do this, even though I was divinely guided by God to do it. So I had to really start feeling my feelings through it. And I had already had a lot of hurt regarding Valentine's Day from previous relationships, specifically when I was much younger. But other than that, like, I've had previous relationships where Like I was either broken up with on Valentine's Day or just not great things happening on Valentine's Day. So I'm like, here we go, playing out the same pattern, the same situation. I should have known better. And so the next day comes and he reaches out and he apologizes. And I remember him saying something along the lines like, I didn't want to ruin your Valentine's Day, so I didn't reach out. And I was like, bruh, like you not reaching out, like, is what ruined my Valentine's Day. Like you already did that. You already accomplished it, okay? And he apologized and it was really uncomfortable. And we had a conversation afterwards regarding, yeah, just like where we were in our friendship and in this relationship and what he wanted and didn't want. And ultimately, it looked like we just didn't want the same things. And that was really hard for me because I was like, I truly believe you're my twin flame. Like, God has showed me all of these signs and synchronicities, and like you have said things and done things that really just align with the fact that you're my twin flame. And I was just really hurt by this. And so I just made the decision to just completely surrender. And that was hard because I am someone who like can continuously try at something until it like works out for me. But in this case, you can't force or push your union. You do have to come to a point where you do surrender. And so I just surrendered and I was just like, okay, if that's the case, then all right, like if you just want to be friends, then that is what it is. And I ultimately had to come to the understanding that in a twin flame dynamic, most of the time, not all of the time, but I find that like 90% of unions, specifically with the amount of unions that I've worked with, it's important that you build a friendship first. You build a solid foundation in your friendship because your twin flame is your ultimate teacher first, your ultimate best friend, then your ultimate partner, and then your ultimate lover. Like the ultimate lover part is earned. And I know I've said that many times in my videos, but in this case, I had to recognize that like we were building a friendship and we were both coming from relationships where we had been genuinely really hurt. And I had to respect and honor that my twin flame was communicating what he was communicating. And I had to respect that as his truth and as his reality. Did I have to take it as my truth and reality? No, but I did have to respect what he was telling me. And so I did. And I pulled my energy back. And I just chose to really put all that love and energy into myself that I was trying to put into him. And the next few months really was focused on just me. And as I did that, I found that he started kind of reaching out a little bit more. The universe and God was bringing us together and opportunities to like spend time together where I wasn't making it happen. It was just naturally coming together. And I had to trust that it was us just building a friendship that was the main priority at that time, building a foundation so that we could build on being partners and ultimate lovers. And so I genuinely at one point wanted to give up, guys. Like I wanted to fully just give up and be like, forget this. This is apparently not my person. He doesn't want what I want. He keeps fighting me on this relationship. He says he doesn't have feelings, but I can feel that he has feelings. Like what is going on here? But ultimately I had to really hone in on, instead of trying to force it and make it happen, and like not like ultimately I wasn't trusting, but I had to come to a point where I needed to trust that if it was going to come together, God was going to make it come together. And I didn't have to force or manipulate or plead or give gifts in order for it to come together. I could just relax. And long and behold, I think it was the following Valentine's Day. Maybe it was the year after. Yeah, we ended up spending Valentine's Day together. Yeah, that's exactly what happened the following year. And then we've spent every Valentine's Day together ever since then. And tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And guess who I'm spending with? My twin flame. So I encourage you, this video really is an encouragement to keep going and to keep doing the inner work and to keep pursuing yourself and to recognize that this is a self-love journey. And even though there might be times where you feel rejected or not wanted, or you and your twin flame are on two different pages, or maybe your twin flame still being revealed to you, that is important that you don't give up. It's so important that you don't give up. I'm so grateful that I didn't give up, even though it looked like I was just being rejected left and right. And in the book Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover, you will find the word perseverance in here. It's one of the 8 keys to harmonious union. And it's important that you continue persevering, even if nothing's happening on the outside, even if it looks like everything's falling apart, even if it looks like you're crazy and delusional for even thinking this is a real thing. I just want you to remember my voice and me telling you not to give up. Because if I would have given up, I would have settled for a soulmate, or I would have settled for a love that didn't truly meet me in every area that mattered, in every area that I desired peace and harmony. And I can tell you right now, like, pursuing, and ultimately wasn't even pursuing him, it was pursuing God and pursuing myself, was so worth it, because it is inevitable for you to come into union with your twin flame if you don't give up on love, if you truly continuously pursue love in every area. And it's so that you feel better, so you feel loved, so you feel valued, worthy, and complete. Not to get a person. It's not about the person. It's about you and God. When you truly pursue that without attachment to the time, without attachment to when it's going to happen or unfold, and really truly just pursue God, like, with all of your being, and pursue your true divine self and your potential and your life purpose, your twin flame is naturally going to be attracted to that, and they can't deny you. Like, it just naturally unfolds. But I could have easily given up, because it's like, no, see, it never works out. I've been hurt so many times on Valentine's Day that, like, this is not going to work. I'm just not going to do it anymore. No, I was just like, there is a man out there that is going to love me completely, whether it's Valentine's Day or not. Okay. And till this day, I still romance myself. I still buy myself flowers. I still take myself out on dates. And then I also get to experience those things with my twin flame. But I'm finding more and more as I went deeper into this journey that there really wasn't a difference between me taking myself out and me doing it with my twin flame, because we're one. The conversation, of course, is a little different, like, because he's right there physically, but energetically, like, I was still fulfilled, whether it was just me or it was him. So you have to recognize that you are headed in that direction. I always tell you guys, if you're watching my videos, it's because you're meant to be in harmonious union. You wouldn't be vibing into watching these videos if that wasn't for you. And you just have to trust the process. You have to trust your inner work. You have to trust that love is real. You have to trust that you're deserving of the fairy tale love that you desire. You have to truly believe that. And if you don't, that's okay. Have compassion for yourself. You're healing those blocks to love. And that's really what harmonious union is. And what it means to heal separation is that you're healing your blocks to love. So I encourage you to keep going. I also encourage you, if you haven't already, check out the Twin Flame romance report. I can put my link down below if you want a romance report. That will really help you get clear on what your current blocks are and how to figure out and navigate your next steps to your harmonious union. I received one way back when they came out, and I looked back at it just recently because they came out again, and I was just like, wow, this was so profound and so clear on what was happening in my union then, and it led me to where I am now. And so this reading originally is $4.99, but right now, up until Valentine's Day, it is $129. So if you want one of those, I would snag them. I would get them because they were out for a while and then they were gone for years. And so now they're back out for just a short period of time. So if you haven't grabbed one, check my link down below, and it is so worth it. It'll show you and tell you where you are on your journey. It'll rate you on your spiritual work. It is such an in-depth reading. But that would be a really wonderful way to romance yourself and to gift yourself for Valentine's Day is to help yourself understand a little bit deeper where you are in your union. So I really hope that this was helpful for you. I know that with Valentine's Day or any holidays, and you're not with your person. I particularly find this a lot with the Divine Feminine. The majority of my clientele are women, but not all of them. And I find that those who desire to have a family and be with their twin flame, they're almost like, my clock is ticking. What's happening? When is this coming together? Does God know I want children? Because this is not like, you gotta trust the process, guys. You gotta trust that it's coming together and that it's going to be at the perfect time and in the perfect order. But it does require you to do the inner work. You're not going to just vibe into harmonious union without actually raising your vibration by healing your upsets and your patterns and your core blocks and beliefs. So if you like support, definitely check out my coaching link below. I do have group coaching and one-on-one coaching. I'm here to support you. I've helped many people into their unions and healing their unions, and you are meant to be one and live your life with your twin flame. So don't give up, keep going, keep pursuing, and I will see you guys soon. Peace, love, faith. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.